Well, have you driven along Mopac lately? Have you noticed all the bluebonnets?
Beautiful. In just a few weeks, those spring colors will peak here in Central Texas. So KXAN's Natalie Stoll went out in search of where you'll find the best showing.
What's the appeal of the bluebonnet? It's like asking an Irishman what's the appeal of the shamrock.
The brilliant blue wildflower is part of Texas history, mythology, and lore. Damon Waite with the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center says the bluebonnet sets this state apart.
They make us proud to be Texans. It's something we have that other states don't have and wish they have.
You'll find patches of bluebonnets mixed with the Indian paintbrush and even their enemy, the yellow bastard cabbage, along the highways in Austin and to the east. The flowers made Sylvia Murdoch's trip from Bastrop to Elgin for a barbecue lunch a lot more colorful this year.
A couple of years that we didn't have any bluebonnets because of the drought. Been had a big drought the last few years, and this year they're humongous all over the place.
A dry fall in the hill country means the show isn't as vibrant. But even where there was fall rain, don't expect what we saw a couple years ago.
Everyone remembers 2010 was that banner year. It was like the most spectacular wildflower season anyone could remember.
Since then, years of drought have taken a toll, limiting the number of plants. The forecasted return of the rain-making El Nino next fall has Waite hopeful.
We need another good banner year so that they can flower, produce seed, and refill that seed bank with wildflower seed.
Well, if you'd rather not take your pictures along the side of highways, the folks at the Wildflower Center in Southwest Austin say they have several photo-ready spots in full bloom. We also took a closer look at when you can expect to see the best wildflowers in Central Texas. The famous bluebonnets and the red Texas paintbrush flowers start blooming in March and they peak in April. The red and yellow Indian blanket wildflowers bloom as the bluebonnets fade away. Their peak time is in late April through May. And the orange Mexican hat flowers and pink of Drummond's phlox bloom through June, wrapping up this wildflower season. Now, we also put a link at KXAN.com to TxDOT's wildflower sightings page. When you click right here on this map, this link, it'll bring up a map of Texas with roads highlighted where people report seeing wildflowers. Right now, as you can see, the map shows some of the best sightings are just to the east of Austin. And again, Robert and Shannon, you can find this map right now at KXAN.com.
Good news there. The late Lady Bird Johnson gets a lot of credit when it comes to wildflowers along our highways.
As First Lady during Lyndon Johnson's presidency, Mrs. Johnson was the driving force behind the Beautification Act of 1965. That act encouraged planting native flowers, plants, and trees all along federal highways.
But the effort to protect wildflowers along Texas highways goes back to the 1930s. That's when the Texas Highway Department first hired a landscaper to help preserve flowers and then added rules that delay mowing along the roadsides in Texas until wildflower season is over.